That's why all ranges of combat are important. Before we get into the fights tonight, I want to ask you about 52. Is some of that your brother or someone was teaching you some Jailhouse Rock, some 52 hands?
Daniel Marks. Yeah. See, guys. Yeah, my boy Daniel Marks. I've been knowing him since like 2003, 2004. And you know, I went out there in Maryland and trained with him, and I went out to New York City and trained with him. And you know, there's a lot of stuff that I seen growing up in New York, you know, in New York State. And it's something I've always been interested in. And then I met Daniel, and then you know, there's different aspects of it that I actually still use. But it's definitely interesting. You see somebody like a really good 52 practitioner, and you like, you know, it could really work.
It seemed like it influenced your movement and your style. Yeah. I mean, in a couple fights you can see it. Maybe was it against Forrest?
Yeah.
You can see, you know, you can see that movement there. And, and I think that's great. You know.
Yeah, I think there's I'm gonna start using it a lot more because I really just been so technically in my box. But I think there's a lot of areas where I can use it and open up, you know, have some openings.
And throw some elbows and go down low and come up with a high kick again would be nice.
Exactly.
And, you know, and you know.
That's cool. You know about 52.
Yeah, you know, I actually at a small event, Ultimate Athlete Magazine I was writing for years ago. I went to some training right before the fights, and you remember Homer Moore fought like twice in the UFC?
I remember.
All right, so Homer Moore from Arizona's down there, and there's like this old cat with him, right? And I'm kind of watching him, and I go up to him, and I'm like, you know, and I'm like, I mentioned 52 or Jailhouse Rock or whatever. He looks at me like, white boy, where did you, how do you know what I'm doing over here? Yeah. He was just moving a little bit, and I was like, so actually I thought that, I was like, wow, that's, you know, I like all these obscure styles in Kali and System and how to put in different things in the MMA game, because it's a big world out there.
It's a huge world,
and you can, you know, a lot of martial arts, a lot of cultures, and you can take, that's what mixed martial arts means. You can take a little of this, a little of that, put some seasoning, your own flavor on it, and I think that's what you've done, and hopefully you'll continue to do even more of that.
For sure.
And do you have any